breadcrumbs because evidence is everywhere. In California, we're on a journey to make energy cleaner, safer, and more reliable. At PG&E, our goal is to get there without leaving any family behind. We're undergrounding lines because it's safer and more affordable in the long run. We're helping our customers lower costs by choosing the right energy plan and taking control of their bills with predictable budget billing. As your hometown utility, we won't stop until we deliver the safe, reliable, renewable, and affordable energy you deserve.
On approved credit, savings based on system size. Some restrictions apply. 30% federal tax credit based on eligibility. Consult your tax advisor. Expires 10/30/23. CSLB number 1101907. Attention homeowners. Tired of sky-high electric bills? As a homeowner, you have options that can dramatically reduce your electric bills for good with Prime Choice Solar. Prime Choice Solar is a direct installer providing personalized service for custom solar designs that not only save you money and increase the value of your home with zero out-of-pocket expense and a lifetime guarantee. Plus, right now, homeowners can qualify for a 30% federal tax credit when you go solar. Your home's equity has never been more valuable, and we can help you turn that equity into a tool for lowering utility costs and increasing your home's value even more. Discover the solar design that's perfect for your home with Prime Choice Solar, where we're turning sunshine into savings. Call today for your free no-obligation consultation. Call 800-880-0222. That's 800-880-0222. 800-880-0222. Stop by Thomas & Tractor Company in Fireball and visit their large showroom of John Deere merchandise. From parts, toys, hats, safes, and apparel. They're also a full area dealer with boots and clothing.
News Talk, 580 AM, 105.9 FM, KMJ, Fresno, a Cumulus Media station.
They're getting ready to get the job done. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. That's what an Israeli soldier just told Fox News.
Hamas will not be able to threaten Israeli civilians ever again.
Israeli Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Kenrikas says they're focused on targeting Hamas while trying to get civilians out of the way. Ahead of an expected ground invasion, Israel has called for evacuations in northern Gaza, though a 24-hour deadline was criticized by UN officials. Russia reportedly proposing a draft UN Security Council resolution calling for a humanitarian ceasefire and condemning violence against civilians and all acts of terrorism, as well as calling for the release of hostages. President Biden and members of his national security team spoke earlier today with the families of 14 missing Americans.
I assured them my personal commitment to do everything possible to return every missing American to their families. We're working around the clock to secure the release.
During a previously scheduled event in Philadelphia, the president also reiterating U.S. support for Israel and calling Hamas pure evil, but appealing for urgent efforts to address humanitarian concerns in Gaza. House Republicans pick a new nominee for House Speaker. Judiciary Committee Chair Jim Jordan. The Ohio congressman had lost a previous vote to Majority Leader Steve Scalise, but Scalise dropped out yesterday after failing to build enough support to face a full House vote, which might also be a problem for Jordan.
There is a substantial block against Jim Jordan, who voted for Austin Scott, just somebody who got into the vote tally today. I mean, there's several dozen, from what I'm told, members who voted for Austin Scott. Now, what we don't know is whether or not they would go to the floor.
On to Chad Pergram on the Hill, Austin Scott, a 7-term congressman from Georgia. America is listening to Fox News. This could be the start of a break-in.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Or the end of one.
Police are on their way.
Introducing the latest innovation in home security. 24/7 lifeguard protection, only from Simply Safe. Now, agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. There's no safe like Simply Safe. Hey, you're up next.
My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool drops.
The White House accuses North Korea of giving military equipment to Russia for its war in Ukraine. More than 1,000 containers of equipment.
White House National Security Council spokesman John Kirby showed reporters satellite images he says shows North Korea shipping containers filled with military supplies heading to Russia.
In return, support, we assess that Pyongyang is seeking military assistance from Russia.
The gear North Korea has sent to Russia is believed to be dated, but there's plenty of it. And what the North Koreans are getting from Russia in exchange is believed to be high-tech,
including fighter aircraft, surface-to-air missiles, armored vehicles, ballistic missile production equipment.
Kirby said North Korea should be condemned for giving Russia the supplies, saying it'll be used to kill Ukrainian civilians.
Official NATO in Washington. Just 3 years after winning the Nobel Prize in Literature, American poet Louise Glück has died. No word on the cause of death. She was 80. A school district north of Seattle reversed course, letting students celebrate Halloween.
Word that officials in the Marysville, Washington School District were banning Halloween costumes and parties for the kids. Staff did not go over very well.
I told my granddaughter and she started bawling in my car. So I was angry and I took it to Facebook.
The post from Anita Taylor striking a nerve, prompting hundreds of comments, with some parents arguing it's disruptive and saying anything because of religious or philosophical beliefs or because they can't afford a costume. About an hour after the district's first email and Taylor's note on social media, the district changed their mind, giving the thumbs up to costumes and other festivities during school hours. CJ Papa, Fox News.
Mostly gloomy end to the week on Wall Street. The Dow gaining 39 points, but the S&P and NASDAQ dropping. Oil prices shooting back over $87 a barrel. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News.
And taking a first look at Friday afternoon traffic in Tulare County. Highway 63 at Road 416 right by the dollar store. There's been a hit-and-run injuries involved. In Madera County, southbound 99 at Avenue 12, a collision, no injuries there. Be advised, starting at 9 and 11 o'clock, Fresno will close the traffic for people improvements and reopen on Monday, October 16th at 6 in the morning. Drivers on the Shaw will have to detour. With KMJ traffic, I'm Ron.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. Try Wendy's new pumpkin spice frosty today. Wendy's new pumpkin spice frosty is fun. It'll make any kind of fall fun even funner. So no matter how you fall, have a rich, creamy pumpkin spice frosty from Wendy's today. This time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Vanilla frosty is temporarily unavailable.
Now, KMJ's Afternoon Drive with Philip Teresi and E. Curtis Johnson.
206. News Talk 580, 105.9 KMJ. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Friday installment of Your Afternoon Drive. Phone number 490-5858. Toll free 800-776-5858. Find the program on social media. Drive KMJ. We're going to talk about that. And if you'd like to watch, you can view the live stream. We're on Facebook Live also at Drive KMJ. As I join E. Curtis Johnson back in the studio.
If you're watching on the stream, I'm the homely one. Philip is the handsome one. That's why I'm kind of stuck in the back of the camera. I don't want to scare the viewers away.
I can move the camera over there. I am perfectly content to let them just watch you the entire show.
That's fine. I don't care. I'm just warning you now. I'm the homely one. You're the young, handsome one. I don't want anybody getting us confused.
Oh my God, the young, handsome one, he says to the guy with the almost Snow White beard.
Well, yours may be almost Snow White, but mine is Snow White.
Oh man, it is a Friday. It feels like a Friday. We got some serious business that we're going to get to early in the program. We got a lot of stuff that kind of got tilled under this week because of what's going on in Israel. We're going to get to that as the show progresses. But I guess we start with the Hamas. This throws me off a little bit because it is being described in some headlines as a day of protest. Hamas is asking for a day of rage. They are asking for jihadis to do what jihadis do. It's not protest, it's terrorism. And I would love dearly if the domestic press would just go ahead and call it terrorism.
Well, it's an invitation to commit murder. I mean, that's what terrorism is.
So locally, our news partner, ABC 30, talked with Police Chief Valderrama, Sheriff Zanoni, and law enforcement is on alert. They are not blind to the potential for stupidity and bad behavior, but they are also being very clear that there are no credible threats on the radar. And so don't spend Friday the 13th hiding in the bomb shelter. I was outside mere minutes ago, and the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and it looks like a Friday.
The best way to give an answer to terrorists and terrorism is to live our lives, to enjoy the freedoms that we have, to be Americans, to not hide, to do the things that we would normally do. Maybe vigilant in some circumstances, but nonetheless, we need to live our lives.
Vigilance is never foolish, but at 100%. But this is what they are calling for. I'm concerned about Israel, and I'm concerned about our big cities, because when you start getting into higher concentrations of population, statistically speaking, you're more likely to have people that have damaged brains. And it may be that somebody decides that they're going to strike a blow for people they've never met, following a God in which they do not believe, for the sake of attention they do not deserve, at the expense of lives they don't respect.
Well stated. Unfortunately, in the larger cities, you also have groups who are targeted who are sometimes more obvious. They stand out more because there's more of them. They have communities that are a little more visible.
Oh, sure.
And unfortunately, bad actors take advantage of that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So what we're seeing, especially in the major metros, but all across the country, a stepping up of patrols in the area of Jewish houses of worship, Jewish-owned businesses, even Israeli diplomatic. There's just more cops on the road, and they're going to focus on those areas, and rightly so. One of the things that's amazing about the weekend was the speed with which people take an act of terrorism as permission to let their anti-Semitic flag fly. I'm not Jewish. As far as I know, I don't have any Jewish folks in my family. I'm sure if you go back far enough, eventually there's going to be somebody somewhere. But I was raised Catholic, and that's on both sides of the family. Catholicism thing goes back to anybody I know. My mother's father fought. He was present for and participated in the liberation of Jews. What he saw stayed with him for the rest of his life. What he saw affected him so much. To be honest with you, as eventually led him to his teachers. It was, yes, it was. It was a horrible, sad, unfair thing, and it destroyed his 3 daughters, and it was harshly on his wife. And the effect of that choice is still recognizable. It was also the 1960s, and he had fought in World War II. People still call post-traumatic stress disorder shell shock. They didn't know what it was. And so I'm proud that our country does better recognizing this and working on this and trying to help the folks that are so. But the reason that I bring up my grandfather is not to go down that road, but to go down this road. We fought a war against an axis of evil, recognized as such because in part of the anti-Semitism and the systemic not just victimization, but efforts at extermination of European Jews. I feel like the price that we paid, that my grandfather's generation paid, was high enough that we should not be pretending that people smashing the doors of synagogues and leaving threatening notes, or this absolute moron, allegedly, smashing in the door of a Christian Armenian business because he can't tell the difference between Armenians and ethnic Jews.
That's a pretty ignorant individual on a multitude of levels.
Just, please, God, whatever else we do, if indeed he is found to be the perpetrator of that crime, if indeed he is found guilty by a court of law, can part of the sentence be sterilization so that he does not damage the gene pool further by adding to it? But we're going to get morons like that want to go out and victimize Jewish people and Jewish houses of worship, Jewish owned businesses, and they don't have any damn idea what it is that they're mad about. They just listen to their racist uncle and make up theories about the banking system and whatever he says on Alex Jones, and somehow took terrorism that in any other context would automatically be recognized as terrorism, as slicing at the day out and losers.
Well, unfortunately, some of the things that some of these terrorist groups teach is that the Holocaust never happened.
I have heard that.
I have seen it. I have seen individuals from that group on news talk about it and berate the Jewish people for, in their words, these are not my words, these are their words, for perpetuating the lie of the Holocaust. I mean, that is how these terrorist groups are. That they would take one of the most documented and horrific instances in all of human history and claim that, oh, no, never happened.
I want to be clear, I'm not providing cover here. I'm not accepting anything. But as a matter of conscience, you take a child and you raise them in a society full of it, and you teach them this lie, and they grow up and they are radicalized and they repeat that lie. To say I don't like it is a gross understatement. I hate it. It makes me sick to my stomach. It makes me angry. But I can understand, I can comprehend that this person's worldview was warped, that it was damaged, that it was infringed upon by people with motives. And so I can actually find, as much as I hate what they said, and as much as I hate the fact that they believe it, I can actually find it in my heart to say they lack the appropriate education. They lack the understanding to know better. It's somebody who grew up here in our society who looks at this situation and says, you know what we need? We need to chase them home. And goes out and tries to victimize Jewish folks. The guy who was raised in Syria, I have no idea if they even have schools, much less what they teach. Fair point. Here, you don't have an excuse. And I don't know what to do about it other than to just stand here and say, I agree with our mayor. This is not who our society should be. And I'm not going to be one of those people who gets sucked into the tolerance of paradox. Excuse me, paradox of tolerance. The only good Nazis are dead Nazis. And if you're a jihadi and if that's your jam, kill yourself. But do it someplace private. I'll take other people. The world will be better without people like that.
That's Philip Teresi. I'm Curtis Johnson. Thanks for listening to the Afternoon Drive. Right here on KMJ at KMJNow.com or wherever you stream.
And a look at traffic in Tulare County. Highway 63 at Road 352. There's a hazard of some sort. Highway 63 at Road 416. There's been a hit and run injury involved there. In Madero County, southbound 99 at Solve, a collision, no injury. Southbound 99 between Fowler and Selma is really congested. This has been going on for some time due to lane closures. In Clovis, Ashland, and Fowler, there are flashing stoplights in all directions due to road work on southbound Fowler on down Costa. And just be aware here, starting tonight at 11 p.m., the intersection Shaw and Ratlin will close the traffic for paving improvements. Reopen on Monday, October 16th at 6 a.m. With KMJ Traffic, I'm Ron Perry.
You may not know this yet, but you are ready for some brand new water. What does that mean? I mean, think about the status quo. What does your water taste like? You see, I know. I'm going to fix that for you right now with a Life Source whole water system. It does it all. You'll taste and feel the difference. You'll enjoy fresh filtered water coming out of every tap in your place. You'll feel the difference for sure. Step out of the shower or the bath. Enjoy softer skin, shinier hair. Experience reduced scale buildup. Plus, there's zero maintenance. None of it. No monthly filters to change. No salt or regular servicing for that matter. And right now, you'll pay no interest for a year. 12 months, same as cash financing. Subject to your good approval. Call 1-800-WATER-99. That's easy. 1-800-WATER-99. Taste and feel the difference. See warranty limitations at lifesourcewater.com/warranty.
Utility bills seem higher than normal lately? That's because PG&E just increased their rates by 25%. Solar Negotiators is offering a way to lock in your utility rates and skip out on paying those high energy bills. Go solar with us and we'll cover up to 4 months of energy costs while you wait to get installed. Up to $2,000. Utility companies want you to think you don't have control over your power bill. Prove them wrong. Offer expires October 31st. So act now and call Solar Negotiators at 844-OWN-SOLAR. That's 844-OWN-SOLAR.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policy you had to purchase for your previous mistake? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-555-1509. Lou is intimately familiar with your problems. If you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you. He's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-555-1509. That's 800-555-1509. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-555-1509. 800-555-1509.
Attention cancer victims who use the weed killer Roundup and have been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. You may be owed significant compensation by the manufacturer of this dangerous product. The Roundup cancer lawsuit attorneys of Nadrich Law Group are actively investigating Roundup claims. If you were diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma or other cancers, use Roundup at your home, used it as part of your job, or for agricultural purposes. You may be entitled to significant compensation for medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering, or the loss of a loved one. The Nadrich Law Group has hundreds of Roundup cases against the manufacturer. If you qualify, we want to represent you or your loved one. There is limited time to make a claim, so call Nadrich Law Group for your free confidential consultation while there's still time to file a claim. With local offices in the Valley to serve you, Nadrich Law Group guarantees if we don't win, you don't pay. Call now, 800-885-1922. That's 800-885-1922. 800-885-1922.
Contact thermometers. With children back at school, keeping them healthy is important. Clinical studies have proven that non-contact thermometers are inaccurate and can mislead us. Accuracy matters. That's why the Exertrip thermometer is trusted and used by medical professionals. Exertrip thermometers are available at many fine retailers. Choose a trusted and accurate thermometer for personal use. Learn more about why accuracy matters